Hi, my name is Roy Chikumbi, co-owner of Balance Fitness and a personal trainer, and I certified with Nova Scotia Fitness Center. My niche is more focused on body movements, making people comfortable from all walks of life, making people comfortable in their whole body, grounding them to the feeling safe and feeling releasing tension through the body movements. The reason why I became balanced is I realized that there's no much focus in healing of the body with body movements, and if you look at how nowadays there's so much work with doctors and nurses, but God has given us this free passion where we can work out and move our bodies, and depending on which age and stage, it doesn't matter. You can move your body and feel better and maybe be able to lift your grandma or your grandchildren the next day. Hi guys, now we're gonna do a warm up and we're gonna stretch to get our body moving and get our blood flowing. So I'm just gonna demonstrate and then you can just follow me as we go along. So we'll just start with stretching our hands and just rotating them back and forth. And just making sure you breathe through this, belly in, belly out. Alright, then we're gonna just swing our torsos. And just make sure you can feel it and extend all the way through. Then we'll bring it back to the middle and maintain the core and the posture and make sure that your back is flat. Then we'll do it to the left too, and make sure you're breathing through all this process. Alright, then we'll bring it down. Alright, then we're going to just start swinging slowly to your right hand. And control the movement. And if you're not, and if this is harder for you, you can just rotate it this way, back and forth. Back and forth. And we're gonna go do this other one and pace yourself and make sure you're going at your own time. And if this is also harder for you, we can also modification for it. You can just swing it back and forth, back and forth. So go back, let's go. Alright, then we're gonna pull our legs, our hands to the back and stretch all the way through. Stretch. And make sure you're breathing through all this. And we're gonna switch to the other one. Okay, and just let loose and just let loose. Alright, then we're gonna just slow jog just to get our heart rate high, and we're just gonna jog and just make sure you pace yourself, jog at your own time. And if you want to go slow, you can go slow. If you just want to walk, you can walk. So we're gonna jog, then we're gonna just high heels, high heels, high heels, high heels, and breathe through it. High heels. Let's go back and forth. Alright, then we're gonna go back to a slower jog Then we're just gonna bring down our heart rate slow, slow, and breathe through it, and breathe through it. If someone's having stress and they can't sleep properly, for me, it means they're having a hard time to control their cortisol. And with that being said, there's so many ways you can control that. It's either maybe there's stress at home, or maybe there's stress at work, or maybe you're not doing any exercises, or maybe you're eating, also your nutrition is also bad. So from that, we look at each and every angle. I look at their lifestyle and how they live, and I'll give recommendation based on their lifestyle. And drinking a lot of water is also good. Hydrating yourself all the time, drinking water is amazing. The other thing is exercise. Strength training is the best form of you controlling your stress levels. I exercise every day, it's part of me, and if I can recommend them to exercise, it will bring the best version of themselves. And it's been cited that when you exercise, you control most of the time of your stress. So that's another recommendation I would give them. And also sleeping is very important, because most of the times we work. I know sometimes we've got family things, dinners and things we have to do, attend. But sometimes having enough sleep is very important to controlling your stress, because if you are overworking your body, then your body is talking to you and telling you something that you need to change something. So about the few things I've mentioned: sleep, exercise, water intake, and part of the reasons I would recommend that to control your stress. And some would depend on an individual's lifestyle. How would I support someone who's overwhelmed in the class? Usually my class are inclusive, welcoming for all walks of life. So if it means slowing down the class, I'll slow down the class for each individual, so that they should feel like they're participating and they're being part of the team. And also sometimes I'll teach through the breathing and making sure they're still and grounded and feel supported. And if it means sometimes slowing down the class to make them feel understood, I'll do that. The other thing is I also do modifications for certain workouts. And if I feel like I'm doing a class and one individual, I can see that they're struggling, I'll go and do a quick modification just to help them out, so that they feel that they're participating. And within that same modification, whether I can support them there, I'll just modify while I'm working out, so that they know that they can do it either this way or that way. The other form of support which comes from me is my aura. I believe I carry an aura which brings the best out of me, and this is why I feel like this is a passion which I love about giving back to the community or training people about strength training. So my aura with motivation and pushing them to their limits is a good support, and giving them a perspective that you can do it. Because for me, this is not about how many reps you can do, who's bigger than who. It's all about supporting, making sure people are moving their body back and forth, so that they can contribute the best version of themselves to their families and to everyone else. Thank you.